Hi, everyone. So, Dr. Delano here. I'm a full-time professor in the English department, and I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about SignUpGenius and how and why you should use it to schedule and manage your online or hybrid office hours. So, SignUpGenius is a free-to-use program that is already very widely used in the K through 12 system, and it will let you set up an array of meeting slots for an entire semester within a few minutes. Best of all, it integrates with Zoom, and it's just incredibly user friendly. So here we go. First, before I'm going to show you a tutorial of how to post your office hours, how students sign up, and I even have a mock sign up that you can use just to kind of see what it looks like. But before I get into that, just a few pointers. One, why use a scheduler to manage your online office hours? I think there's a few good reasons for this. One, it really is empowering to students. It lets them kind of reserve this block of time that they know, is available just for them. It also makes it easier for you to kind of plot out your schedule. And even if you're not doing online office hours, you're just using SignUpGenius to manage your in-person office hours, you can encourage students to do that. You know that, hey, don't step out and talk to this person across the hall at this time. The student's planning on coming by. The students also, it books it in their calendar, and they have the option of putting in their email to get reminder email messages, but it's completely optional for them, which is good for privacy reasons. More on that later. And students will also, when they sign up, they can let you know what class they're coming from, and they can also tell you what topic they would like to talk to you about. So I think it's very empowering for students, and logistically, it's also very useful, not just for the students, but also for you as a professor managing, as many classes as you are. And why SignUpGenius? So Canvas does have a scheduler. However, I think the Canvas system, as far as my experience with it has been, and they are always making improvements, so this could change. But as of right now, I find it to be rather cumbersome, especially when you're trying to set up meeting times for the entire semester or then go back to adjust those meeting times. SignUpGenius is incredibly user-friendly. It just takes a few clicks and you can set up a calendar for the entire semester. You can modify or change information very easily. You can cancel office hours very easily. It notifies people who have signed up. And it's also just incredibly user-friendly for students as well, on computers or on mobile devices. It requires no information from students, and I think that's fantastic. Students have the option of entering an email, but they don't need to, or at least you can make it so they don't need to. More on that in a minute. And that's important because it protects that student's data, right? They could even put a fake name if they wanted to, and just let you know that's them. It's completely up to them. It also integrates seamlessly with Zoom, which, in our digital era, I think is incredibly useful as well. In the long term, right, I think SignUpGenius is going to be good for, I'm going to offer hybrid office hours, I think, going forward, once we return to normal, whenever that's going to happen. And so I might let students, I'll be like, here are my office hours, and if you want to come online, just, reserve it through SignUpGenius, and when they sign up, you can have them select their class. You can have them select whatever you want them to select. Again, I'll show you this in a bit. I think I will have them tell me the modality, right, they want to use. They want to come in person or online. And that also increases the accessibility of my office hours. Sometimes they want a face-to-face conversation, but they can't drive to campus, right? So I think this is a really good way of working around that. It's also a tried and true method. I mentioned K through 12 schools. I use it rather widely. I actually got the idea to use SignUpGenius from my wife, who teaches first grade, and right now she's doing the virtual classroom for her school, and she uses SignUpGenius to set up meetings with her parents. And I figured if it works for her first graders and their parents, it can work for us. And it's really just been incredibly useful for me this fall and spring. And again, students, you can also, let's say you wanted to set a SignUpGenius calendar up and put a student's name in and schedule them, right, at a specific day and time. That's also something you can do with SignUpGenius, and that could work in a variety of modalities. And you can you can use data collection to sort of see how often students are coming and how widely used your office hours are, maybe what days and times students are coming. It's such a multifaceted toolkit that I think it can be adapted to the needs of any faculty member or any program, or really any situation where you need to sign students up for something. When it comes to sharing the Signup Genius, I'll show you this in a bit. But I put it everywhere. I put it in my syllabus. I put it on the official office hour document that I turn into my dean and I assign and I post. I put it in a separate office hours modules on Canvas. I really put it as many places as I can. I put it in announcements, emails to students. Signup Genius gives you a really handy link that you can just share and they can use to go to your Signup Genius page to register for office hours. I also provide a tutorial video for students about how to use Signup Genius, and you can actually find that below. And so you can see like what my students see. And you may be wondering, so what's the catch, Scott? Okay, there are a few drawbacks. One, so I use the free version, and so it will display ads along the side. That's how they monetize this if you want to use the free version. And it's good in the long run because it means they don't collect student data, right? And if the student enters the email address, they have policies that they won't reuse it, resell it, that kind of thing. And so it lets it free. It lets it be free, but there are ads on the right unless they use a so if you use Chrome, an ad appears. But if you use a browser like Brave, which actually is a really great browser, I'd recommend, that blocks it, that you actually won't see the ads. But in general, they're there. You also have to go manually delete blocks time slots that have passed. But I kind of like that because it won't auto delete slots on you. And as a result of that, because you're the one who goes back and deletes those slots, you don't have to worry about that information randomly disappearing. And I think that's, in general, probably good, right? In case you want to get anything for your records before you delete it. And you don't even have to delete it, really. You could leave it up the whole semester as just one giant sign up. I go back and delete days as they pass, just so the top is the current week that we're having. Students don't have to scroll through a bunch of days that have already passed. There are a number of general tips that I'll show you, again, in the follow-up video below on how to actually set up the Signup Genius. One, I would use your college email account when you create the Signup Genius form, and that's because it will send you notifications when students sign up. And I think generally, right, you want to use your official college email address for official college business. So you want your reminders to go there, or any other information relating to your office hours to go there, just so you have everything in one place. You can also have, I think a good idea is to make it so students choose, what class they're signing up for. That is completely optional, but it can be useful. And this, along the same lines, I like having it so students tell me, what topic they're going to sign up for. And one really important tip: make sure that you have students emails, and them entering the email is an option. I like it. A lot of students will do it anyway, so they get the reminder message, but I think it's important just to protect their privacy that you don't require it. And one other big tip, when you create your Signup Genius form, it'll let you choose whether or not students can see who has signed up for specific slots. Always make it so it's anonymous, right? So that you as a professor can see it, but the other students can't see who have signed up. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to take you to look at a few resources. And then I'll walk you through how to actually create your Signup Genius form. And also, if you look below, you will see an option to test signup. Right, I created a fake Signup Genius form just so you can kind of pilot and see what it looks like. So if you click on that, you can see exactly what it's like to sign up for a online office hours, exactly what a student would see. And you can see it's very seamless, takes no time at all. So all of that, looking at my computer screen on the other side of the jump. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you again how I share this information with students. I put it again in the syllabus, basically everywhere imaginable. And I also have a separate section on Canvas in the modules section where I've got the Zoom office hours link, which is also like the Signup Genius link everywhere. And I have the direct link to Signup Genius, and I also have just a quick overview for students with a tutorial about how to sign up for Signup Genius. You can see this tutorial below. If you're interested in watching it, just so you can see, what I provide to students. Got the office hours, the days, how it works, and then a link to the Signup Genius form. And that link takes you to this page. Again, unless you're using a browser like Brave that has a ad blocker, they will see ads on both sides. That's because I use the free version. And I just have a quick description of how my office hours work. My office location in case they're coming in person, and the Zoom link. But again, the location for all of my meetings is on Zoom, so it automatically links to my Zoom room. And this is my view. So you can see tomorrow at 10, I've got a student who wants to talk to me about this definition essay we're working on. And which is great, right? It kind of shows up in my calendar. I can see it out. But if I wasn't signed in, let me log out so you can see what students see. So now I'm logged out, and I'm going to click that same link. It's going to take me to my Signup Genius page. The student would just see that someone had already filled it. And so one thing that you can see is practice online office hours, right? That if you click the practice signing up option to sign up, so you can see what it looks like for students, you'll take in here, and you can see that what you do is you'll click sign up, you'll hit submit and sign up. The location is the Zoom room, and what's really good is you can kind of see what students see. If you put your email, you'll get a reminder email message with the Zoom link in it, which is really great. You can pick your comment, and this won't let you submit until you say the class. So you tell me if you're in the class. My class, it's how to take over the world, how to join the Justice League, or how to travel back in time and buy Bitcoin. Always all really great classes. So you can sign up for that and just kind of check it out. And yeah, it's really that easy. You can see here, I scheduled out the entire semester. I did that, back in December. I'll show you. It's very, very, very simple, and I just love how user friendly it is. You can use these little. Let me log back in again. You can use these tools up top. 1 second, as soon as this loads. I'm on my slow home computer here. So once I'm actually looking at a form, you can use these tools up top to get report statistics. You can add, edit, or delete people. If you need to delete people, you can send a message to everyone. It's very, very, there are a lot of tools here, and I just love how simple it is for students to sign up and also for you to manage, and that's important. So now the reason you're here, right? Let's talk about how you create the sign up. So I showed you how to share it. You just share the link. It's very easy. Just like you'd share a link to anything. It automatically integrates with Zoom. I put this link here as a fail-safe, the same reason I put it everywhere, just so you know. And the reason I like it is, even if you're doing all online or all in-person office hours, I just kind of like to know the students can get that block of time. They know it's theirs. And, even if you're doing in person, sometimes you step out to talk to someone, hey, I really need to make sure I'm here right at this time. Because even if I step out for a second, right, this is when the student's going to come, which is always how it happens, right? You step out to use the restroom, a student shows up. And for the students, I think it's very empowering and comforting for them to know that they've grabbed that block of time. And even if you want to hang out in your Zoom room, it lets you know to be prepared, right, during that time. So I found it to be something that students kind of like, and makes it just a little bit easier for everyone involved. So let's talk about how to create a sign up. You hit create right here. Eventually, it's going to come up. Again, I'm on my slow home computer. Sorry about that. And here it comes. It's loading. Okay, and so you can title it. I'm going to title it random because I'm going to delete it as soon as we're done. You select what group. I've got the groups that I've created. You can just hit plus new group. But if you're using an office hour group, you can select your one you've already got. It'll actually just put your same settings. So I'm going to put random one. Select what type it is. I just put general, education. And you got all these really great themes. Now, the ones with the awards, you have to use their paid program to use, but you can see that there are so many that can work for your class. I always upload a custom image, but you don't need to. So let's use something different. Oh, it's a Bible study theme, but that's okay, right? Because it's all just fill in the blank. Although let's use this one. Use this one right here. So you can see what it looks like. You can preview it. You save and continue. Oh, we go back to the design, sorry. You can edit the description here. So I'm going to write, make this say whatever you want it to. Done. You can make the image be whatever you want. So I'll put the Digital Pedagogy Open House symbol there. And it will Add image to sign up. Remove that current. It's because my computer is very slow. It'll show up there in a second. And it is that easy. Yeah, sorry, it's my slow computer, but if you do it at home, you'll see that it will generate your own its own image. There it is. Okay, we've got all this. Now we can go on to the next stage, which is the slots that you want to add. You could actually just hit save and continue and go to. Oops, sorry. So what you want to do is you want to hit add dates first. And it's really, you can only do 200 at a time. So if you need to do, I don't know, if you had 400 slots and you had 4 different days, you could do 2 days at a time. But 200 is quite a bit for the free version. So let's say I wanted to do 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I wanted to do this first day. We'll put tomorrow, Monday. We'll hit end day. April 30th. You can select when it repeats. Every day on every week on the days I select. So you could do, let's say you've got Monday, Wednesday, certain days on Monday, Wednesday, and certain days on Tuesday, Thursday. This will let you add a number of different locations at once. And here's something really important for the location, right? It is going to let you add a Zoom room, and all you do is add in the Zoom room number, and it automatically will integrate the two as the place. So that's very, very easy. So now I'm going to add the 16 dates, and you've got this. And so here are all your dates, and you can go back and add more at will. So it'll just let you can keep going. And then you can do the available slots. You can customize this. This is important because you may even want like multiple people to be able to come in your office hours if you're doing like a group project, right? So you can add slots. Give it a second. Again, I'm on my slow home computer. You could title the slot. You don't need to do this, but I like putting sign up here. So what appears next to where they sign up? Number of slots. Again, just do 1, and then I hit save. It applies them to all the dates, and I'm going to show you how to modify these in a second. So really important thing coming up here, very important, right? What you're asking participants for. Name, email, make this optional. Then students aren't required to put their email information in. You can make the comment required. I know some folks do that, and this way students have to say what they want to talk to you about. Don't do phone or address, right? It's different types, but you can add a custom question. And this is where I'm like, hey, tell me what class you're in. And I've already got the drop down that I did before, but you could edit this from semester to semester. So here you just add in whatever the categories are separated by a comma. Return to sign up. Now it's required, right? So we're not asking, made the email optional. And tell me what class you're in, you need more. And here's an important gear. Hide names and comments from participant view. That's the other really important thing. That's essential because it makes it so students can't see who signed up for the other thing. So again, if you're not sure how I did that, I'm in settings and I click here. Only name and comment are seen by participants. Hide names and comments from participant view. Then even if they're like logged in, if they have SignUp Genius account, they won't be able to see it. Okay, we're good. I'm going to hit save and continue. It's going to go to the next slide. And then we will hit publish. And it gives you the link, and you can view it right now and see it. And let me log out. You can kind of test it yourself just to make sure it's all good, right? So I've got that link from before. I'm just going to go to it now as a nobody, right? I'm going to click here to sign up. Submit and sign up. I'm going to put random. I'm not going to put my email. I will pick how to travel back in time and buy Bitcoin as my class. And now I will hit sign up now. Oh, right. We had to say what the topic was. And again, you can change it so it's actually meeting topic. Taking, or we'll say time travel. Now it's back to the sign up. And again, the students can't see who it is. It just says it's already filled. And so it's really that easy, right? You could basically set up an entire semester in the same amount of time I just took to do this. So that's why I like it. It's just so easy and so simple. It's not invasive for students. And it's really, I don't think I can ever go back now, now that I've done it. So that's what I have for now. Again, make sure that you can use the, you can see the video I post for students, and students, again, just get to that just through the link that you share. Make sure that you link your Zoom room to it, and that eliminates another step as well. And then if they do sign up to get the email reminder, they'll get an email reminder. You get an email notification whenever anyone signs up. And so, I just don't know if there is a way for them to have made it any easier. So I encourage you to give this a shot, give it a try a semester. And I think once you try it, you'll never really get to go back. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you very much.